Preacher's Day Off, Save the 308, Take 3. When a cow gets old on the farm, we joke about sending it to McDonald's because all it's really good for anymore is hamburger at that age. If a horse were to get sick or get injured, maybe get too old, we joke about sending it to the glue factory. When a gun gets old or doesn't perform like you think it should, you may consider sending it to the gun show. And I have a gun that's kind of on the chopping block here. I really like the gun. I'm a little bit attached to it. But it's not exactly performing like I want. So I want your help to save this 308 from the gun show. This is a Remington 700 VTR. You'll notice it's a VTR by the triangle-shaped barrel. It has a rather unique stock that some people either love or hate. I actually love it. It fits me great. It fits good. It feels good. I like it. I've never owned a 308 until this rifle, and I really like the 308. The recoil feels great. It's very manageable. You get good velocities. It rivals my .6, and it's a lot funner to shoot. Cheaper to reload. I like a lot of aspects of this. I even like the scope I have on it. 30mm tube, 50mm objective. It's a Cabela's, I think, Outfitter Series 6x18. Man, it's clear. Holds a 0. I like it. I really like everything about the gun except I can only get it to shoot accurate with one bullet. And that's the problem. When I say accurate, it shoots redneck accurate. You can get 2-inch groups with it. With about everything I shot, I get an 1.5-inch, 2-inch group. And a lot of people will say, well, if you can hit a pie plate at 100 yards, you can hit a deer in the chest. Yeah, but you don't spend the kind of money that a VTR brings to hit a pie plate at 100 yards. You don't spend that kind of money to hit a skull can at 100 yards. You want to spend that kind of money to hit a bottle cap at 100 yards. So here's where I am on the gun. If I can't find a bullet powder combination that works, I'm going to have to take it to the gun show. Let me tell you what I've tried. I have tried this right here. I've tried Varget and I've tried 30-31. And I've tried it with Remington Cor-Lok bullets. These are 165 grain Remington Cor-Lok bullets. Shoot great in a .6. Supposed to shoot good in a 308. I could get about 2 inches out of them. I tried a couple of loads with these 150 grain Spritzer Game Kings, Sierra Game Kings. 1.5 inch, you know. I just expected, oh, Game Kings, good accurate bullet. Not really. I was going to the range with the 300 Blackout and the 308, with kind of rotating. So I thought, hey, I'll load some of these 125 grain ballistic tips that shoot great in my Blackout. I'll load some of them for the 308. These shoot under 1 inch. I mean, they just stack right in there. So I was like, awesome. Well, I got this gun right before deer season opened. I got it the day before the presidential election. I traded an AR-15 for it. AR-15s, when everybody thought Hillary was getting into the office, were bringing a premium. I traded an AR-15, which at the time was comparable to the VTR. But Hillary lost the election. Donald Trump won the election. AR-15 values went like that. But the old VTR is still holding its value. So I kind of nicknamed it Donald. So it will shoot. The only problem is it shoots the 125 grain bullet, which is, it's not what you think of when you think of a deer rifle. All right, in Arkansas, I need to be shooting something deer weight size. I want something with some knockdown. Don't lecture me on velocities and light bullets. Look, if I can't get this thing to shoot a 150 grain bullet, I'm not going to keep it. And by say shoot it, I mean I'm on 1 inch group or less, 150 grain. If I want to shoot 180s, I'll just carry my .6. Okay? I want a 150 grain bullet, shoots 1 inch. Here's what I got to play with. I'll try the Game Kings again. 150 grain Game Kings, they ought to shoot good. I'm kind of leaning and thinking maybe it was the flat base Cor-Loks. The gun just didn't like them as well. Maybe I just had the wrong powder bullet ratio combination, whatever. These are still on the table. I have some Hornady SSTs. It's an interlock bullet, also a boat tail. And I have these, I don't know how you say it, Berger. I've heard it pronounced both ways. These are 155 grain hunting VDL bullets. Supposed to be really accurate and supposed to be great for deer as well. I got 350 and 155 grain bullets to pick from. Powders. I'm going to keep trying the Varget. I'm going to keep trying the 30-31, mainly because I've got a good deal on it, and I shoot it in 223, 243, and 30-06. And if I could find a load for that in 308, problem solved. I picked up some Reloader 15 the other day to play around with with the 223, but I have seen several loads, people loading this in 308. So if you know anything about this powder, or you've had good success with this powder, let me know. I don't have very much left. I have enough IMR 4198 to maybe load 4 or 5 rounds, and I'll get rid of it. So anyways, I've got a little bit of that I'm going to play with. Let's talk about primers. CCI large rifle 200 primers. It's about the only thing that's in stock in my area all the time, and they shoot great in all my other guns. If you think primer's my problem, you let me know in the comments. I'll spend $5. We'll try something else. Let's talk about brass. I've got 2 different options for brass that I'm going to try. That fine fella has a channel called Country Boy Prepper. He hooked me up with some 308 range brass. I went through a big old coffee can full of 308 and sorted everything out by head stamp, then went through and inspected it. Here's what I came up with. I have 45 rounds of Remington 308 brass. I have 29 rounds of Lake City Match, all 77 head stamp. I think both of these are once fired. I don't know that. I can't prove that. I don't know. Just looking at the end of the brass, looking that it hasn't been chamfered, deburred, it all looked factory to me. Same with the Lake City. It looked factory to me. Everything was consistent. I marked each individual one of these. They all were consistently the same size. So I don't think somebody had trimmed one. I had a couple of the Remington brass that was real short, and I just assumed it had been trimmed, and I chunked it. So these all looked the same, had the same primers in them. These all looked the same, had the same primers in them. I don't know where Country Boy got them at, but I've done all I can to uniform them. They've all been trimmed to the exact same length, which is the standard trim length for 308. They've all been chamfered, deburred, full length resized, and I've uniformed the primer pockets. I've primed them all with those CCI large rifle primers. I'm not going to mix the brass. I'm going to try loads with the Remington. I'm going to try loads with the Lake City. I'm going to try these 4 powders. I'm going to try these 3 bullets. Here's what I need from you. If you've had any experience with a VTR, if you've had any experience with 308, don't tell me I need to go out and buy this other bullet and this other great powder and this other great primer. And I don't want to spend another 50 or 100 bucks buying stuff to try. If I cannot make this gun shoot decently with 4 powders, 3 bullets, and 2 brass, I think it's going to the gun show. That's just where I am. It's where I am. I've tried other bullets in the past. I'm down to these 3 and these 4, and we're going to go from there. So if you know anything that would help me, if you got any ideas, I've played a little bit with the length. I've tried to get close to the lands. I've tried to back up and load right on the cantilever, front of the cantilever, back of the cantilever. Nothing worked with Cor-Loks. I'm done with Cor-Loks. They're great bullets. I love them, but they're done. In this load series, I'm done. So between now and the end of October, when that's the next big gun show around here. I've got about 2 months to find a 150 grain deer load with 4 powders, 3 bullets, and 2 different sets of brass. If I can't come up with something, I'll be carrying it on my shoulder at the gun show, trading or selling something. So let's try to save this 308 from the gun show, because I really, really like it. I got a good deal on it. I just ain't gonna own a $1,000 setup, scope and rifle and rings, and shoot a 2-inch group at 100 yards. I'm sorry. Not gonna do it. So I'll give you one last sad look. The 308 is crying out, save me from the gun show. Help me stay in Harold safe. Help me patrol the river bottoms with Harold, killing deer and scaring coyotes. The 308 needs your help. I need your help. Do it for liberty. Do it for Donald. Thanks for watching.